The Germanic peoples managed to leave a valuable legacy and influence on European cultures, and proof of this is the large number of popular names of Germanic origin that survive to this day in Spanish. And we will mention just a sample. Next, Albert. It comes from the Germanic Adalberto, from Adal, which means noble, and you will see the brilliance of nobility shine. Adolf. It comes from Adalwolf, composed of Adal, meaning noble, and Wolf, meaning wolf, which translates as the noble wolf. Alphonse. From the Old German Adolfuns, from the roots Adal, meaning noble, and Funs, meaning ready or prepared, ready because of his nobility. Alfred. It comes from the Germanic Alfred, from Alf meaning elf, and red meaning counsel. It is interpreted as the counselor of elves. Alvaro, from the Germanic als, which means all, and wars. Forewarned translates as very cautious. Adela. It comes from Adele, which means nobility. Adelaide. From the Old High German Adelgiris, which can be translated as of noble nature. Alcira, a variant of Adelsira, which is interpreted as an ornament of nobility. Amalia. It could derive from the Old German Amala, which comes from Amal and means the worker. Anselma. It comes from Anselm, from the word ansis meaning God and helm meaning helmet. It translates as the one protected by. Arminda. Masculine version of Armando, from the Germanic Germant, which means the warrior. Beltran, of origin in the Germanic Bert, meaning brilliant, and Ran, meaning raven, the brilliant raven. Bernardo, from the West Germanic Bernhard, composed of burn, bear, and hard, brave, the brave bear. Braulio. It derives from the Old Germanic brahuila and means brilliant. Berta. It comes from the word barakt, which means shining. Blanca. It comes from the Germanic word blank, which means clean or bright. Brunilda. It is made up of the words brun, meaning armor, and hild, meaning battle. It translates as battle armor. Carlos, from the Proto-Germanic Karelas, which means free man. Clotilde. It comes from Clotilde, composed of clout, glory, and hild, battle, the glory of the battle. Dagobert. From Old High German, ancient Dagapurcht, and this from Dagas day and Bercht, bright, the bright day. Delmiro. It derives from Adalmiru and is interpreted as of distinguished nobility. Delma. It is a version of Adelma, which means noble protector. Enrique. It comes from the Germanic Heimeric, from Heime meaning house, and Rick meaning chief, the chief of the house. Ernesto. It comes from the Germanic term Eornost, which means serious. Erwin, High German, originally Gerwin, which is made up of Gary meaning army and Winnie meaning friend, the friend of the army. It comes from the Germanic Hilda, which derives from Hild and can be translated as the one who battles. Eloisa, from the Old German Heloides, which comes from Hela meaning robust and wit meaning wide, so it means widely robust. Emma, from the Germanic word ermin, and it is interpreted as the universal one. Hermelinda. This name comes from the words ermin, universe, and lind, gentle. It means the gentle universe. Federico, from Friedrich, which comes from the ancient Germanic Friturex, from fritu meaning peace and rex meaning ruler. Same root as the name Freddie. Filiberto. It comes from the words fila meaning a lot and bert meaning brilliant, so it translates as very brilliant. Fernanda, from the name Ferdinand, from the root fardi, journey and nans, prepared, ready for the journey. Frida, Germanic, fritus, and it can be interpreted as the peacemaker. Before continuing, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell to get notifications of new videos. Gerardo, from Germanic, Herr Lanza and Heart Valiente, the brave lancer. Gilberto. It comes from the ancient Germanic Gilisbert, composed of Gesal, meaning promise, and Bert, meaning brilliant. Gildardo comes from the words gil, meaning sacrifice, and heart, meaning brave, which translates to the one who is brave and sacrifices himself. Gonzalo. Germanic gundus, albus de gundus, battle, and Latinized with salbus, healthy, healthy in battle. Guillermo. It comes from the Norman Guillaume, and this one from the Germanic Wilhelm, and translates as tenacious armor. Geraldina, from the Germanic Herr meaning lance and Walt meaning rule, the ruler of the lance. Gertrudis. It comes from the words lance and trude meaning valuable, the lance valuable. Gervasia. It derives from the Germanic gervas, from the root ger meaning lance, and it means lancer. Gisela, from the Old High German Gisel, which means promise. Griselda derived from the Proto-Germanic words grisas, meaning gray, and hild, meaning battle, the gray battle. Heriberto. It comes from Heribert, from Heri meaning warrior and Berg meaning bright. Hernan. Same root as Fernando, so it means ready for the journey. Hugo. Old Germanic hugis, which means mind. Hermilda, Hermine means universal, and Hild means battle, so it means the universal battle. Herminia comes from the Germanic male name Hermann and means colossal. Ildefonso, Germanic Hildefunds, from Hild, battle, and funds, prepared, ready for battle. Imelda. Same etymology as Hermilda, so it means universal battle. Irma, Germanic root ermin, which means the world. Iselda, Germanic Iswald, and this from Isarn iron, equality power, the one with the power of iron. Yvonne comes from the Proto-Germanic Ijuaz, which means yew tree. Leopoldo. Tall Old German Liud means people, and Wald means brave, the brave people. Louise comes from the name Kludewig, from glot meaning famous, and wig meaning battle, the one who is famous in battle. Leonilda combines the Latin word for lion with the Germanic root hild, which means battle, so it means battle of lions. Lotaria, Germanic, Lotari, composed of Lot, fame, and Hari, army, means the army with fame. Matilde comes from Macht Hildis, and this from Macht meaning strength and Hild meaning battle, so it means the strength of the battle. Norberto, from the Germanic Nord, meaning north, and birth, meaning bright, and it means the brightness of the north. Olegario, possibly from the Germanic aldegar, from alt meaning ancient and gar, spear. Orlando, it comes from Roland, from the Frankish rots meaning fame and land, meaning land, so it means from the famous land. Odilia, of Germanic root, odal, and it is interpreted as anointed in wealth. Raymond, it comes from the words Rajan, meaning counsel, and Mund, meaning protection, the one who advises and protects. Reinero comes from the Old High German Ragenhar, from Rajan, meaning counsel, and Hari, meaning warrior, the counsel warrior. Ramiro comes from Radomir, composed of Rada, meaning counselor in Mers, the famous counselor. Ricardo comes from the words Rick, meaning king, and Hart, meaning strong, the strong king. Rigoberto, it comes from Rickbracht, from the roots Rick, meaning king, and Bert, meaning brilliant, the illustrious king. Rodrigo, German ancient Roderick, composed of Roth, meaning fame, and Rick, meaning ruler, the famous leader. Rodolfo comes from the Germanic words Roth, meaning fame, and Wolf, meaning famous wolf. Roberta, from the Germanic Rodebert, and it means shining fame. Rogelia, from the roots Roth, fame, and Jur, spear, famous with the spear. Rosalinda, derived from Proto-Germanic, Ross, steed and Lynn, gentle the gentle steed. Rosenda, it could come from Ross, steed, and Sind. Traveler, the traveler steed. Rosmira, it comes from Rosmers and is interpreted as a warrior on horseback. Teobaldo, Old Germanic, tud means people, and bald means boldness, the boldness of the people. Teofrida, composed of tud, the people, and Frid, peace, the peace of the people. Ubaldo comes from the words hug, spirit, and bald, boldness, bold spirit. Valdemar, from bald power, and Miro, fame, famous for his power. Yolanda comes from the name Huyolant, from Huyo, which means wealth and land, earth, the land of riches. Wilfredo comes from Wilfrid, from the words will, desire, and Frid, peace, the peacemaker. And that's all for today. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to this channel. I also invite you to turn on the notification bell so you get reminded when there's a new video. See you soon.